let's get it.
We're doing this?
Yep, let's do it.
You were struggling on that one, buddy.
It's always a struggle, man.
Yeah, I got to hit the gym a little
late
more.
in the day, man. Well, welcome back to the Paragon Performance Podcast, everybody. It's been a while, but we are back. Today, we are joined with the man, the myth, the legend, Korey.
I feel like everybody's the man, the myth, the legend to you.
It's like one of those go-to phrases, you know?
Okay.
It's like, that or like, boss man, chief, like one of those just kind of
Boss man.
interchangeable phrases.
Yeah, don't do boss man. I don't like boss man.
I might have to start that.
And bro. I don't like bro.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
No.
Hard pass.
Okay. Well, I'll log
Mental
that
note.
down. But well, thank you for joining us, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, we've got a little list of things to talk about, but how have you been? I know it's been busy here.
Yeah, so the last podcast we did was with Steven and Michael.
That's right.
So that was back in July. So we've wanted to do this every month, and before we know it, it is now December 2nd.
Yep.
And we wanted at least to get another one out this year because, again, it's been super busy and it's not slowing down. We've got a lot of projects in the works, already talking about next year, next sale dates, next race dates, next events. And again, the last few months just kind of got ahead of us, but we're making the time. It's pretty festive in here.
Yeah, you like the decorations back there?
It's,
right?
I'm a little bit of a Grinch, so it's okay.
We set up a nice little studio for this, so had to do kind of a little Christmas theme going on there. But we, like you said, we've just been so busy here with everything, and we just recently had our very first Paragon Day sale.
Yes. So for those of you that were unfamiliar or maybe had missed it, we did our very first Paragon Day sale. That was on October 15th. That was essentially a early Black Friday sale on Paragon branded only products. So it's something we had been talking about last year on doing, and it was just a little bit too late to do it last minute. We wanted to assure that we gave our clients a long enough time. I think we started advertising like October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So then they would have 2 weeks acknowledgement prior to the sale. So then it wasn't a like flash sale where they purchased the night before and then it went on sale the next day, because that's super annoying. So we did that October 15th. I think we're going to do that every year. I don't know if it's going to be October 15th, but just that middle day, I think it was a Wednesday this year.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked out perfect. So we'll probably do that like the second or third Wednesday of the month in October moving forward. That way people have an opportunity to kind of buy ahead of time before Black Friday, kind of secure that stock in October, because by November and Black Friday, it gets crazy.
Yep.
So it's nice to kind of have it.
Yep. Yeah. So it will be kind of an annual thing.
This will be an
tentatively.
annual
Okay.
thing. Yeah. As much as a lot of places are kind of getting away from sales, and I can respect and understand why that is, I think that's something our customers valued, and it showed with the results that we had. And again, only being on Paragon branded products, we didn't do CCS, Borla, Eventuri, AWE. It was just Paragon. So it was really cool to see that support and the feedback that we got from clients that were essentially like, we got in here in the day and we're like, holy crap, this is super busy already, and it's only 8 a.m. People were waiting. And a lot of that was thanks to you and the media team, you, Grant and Ethan, because you had taken those 2 weeks prior and really made sure we focused, once a day or every other day, letting people know, hey, we have Paragon Day sales coming up. So what was your reflection based on how we did it? Did you have enough time? Do we need more time? And what did you like that we did for marketing for it? And like, what do you think you'll do next year?
Yeah, I mean, there's always areas to improve, but I liked that we, were able to have that media ready to go, like you said, weeks in advance. That way it doesn't, just catch people off guard like, oh, hey, we're having a sale, here in the next day or two. And that way it gives them some time. They can kind of peruse the website and find some stuff they liked. And I think we made some pretty good videos. We made the It's Alive video out in the shop, and so some of the sales stuff I like, because it allows me to be a little more creative and make that silly stuff with you. So I really liked our marketing on the Paragon Day. It was a cool sale, and like you said, kind of cool. It's just Paragon branded products, unlike our Black Friday sale we just had, which had Borla, CCS, AWE. Varus, Arkin, we had just
Eventuri.
all kinds. Oh yeah, Eventuri.
Yeah, Eventuri is always the huge one.
Oh, yeah.
we always think we order enough stock. We don't.
It's never enough.
It's never enough. And it's rare because it's fortunate enough that Eventuri allows a discount. And 2 years ago, they only allowed it on Black Friday. That was the only time anybody in the world could discount it.
Wow.
They, I believe, have extended that to 4th of July and Black Friday.
Okay.
I can't recall if they did Memorial Day or we didn't do it because we didn't have enough stock.
Yeah.
Because Black Friday last year, it was so popular, especially with the Z06, we didn't have stock on hand until like March. So November to March, or might have even been April. Like it was just every order that was coming in was allocated for back order because they could not keep up with the demand on top of doing their BMWs and their Porsches and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, last year we had you on the big chair.
Oh yes, yeah. When we got him back there, we made that big like king throne. Yeah.
Whoever edits this, put the picture of Rob in the king's throne of Eventuri's. I think that was like, I can't even recall how many Eventuri's it was.
Yeah, I think that was probably some of the most we had here. I mean, like you said, I think most of them were allocated, like you said. So they came in. One. We had to like twist the warehouse guys' arms to be like, hey, can we just steal these just for a quick little photo and video op real quick? And then they went right back out. It was crazy. I came back in and then they were like, hey, we're done with them, by the way. And we walked back out and the things just dismantled. They had shipping labels on them ready to go. They were, out the door.
Yeah. It was really, really good. And again, we're very fortunate for the support with people on that. And there's a lot of other brands that are the same way. Yep. There are some brands that don't let us put them on sale. So that's up to the manufacturer. There's nothing we can do about that. But as we continue to grow, and especially with the Paragon branded stuff, we knew that the Paragon days was something people would appreciate, and then the Black Friday. But our next sale won't be until May.
Really? Okay. Yeah, so I was just going to ask if we were going to do any kind of other stuff before that. Not really anything planned. The next big one is going to be May.
Yeah. So, and it's nice that it's not till May, but it's also unfortunate for the fact that then you go Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Paragon Day, Black Friday. So you have five sale dates in 6 months. So essentially there's one sale a month. So it does kind of, I wouldn't say hurt anything, but it's just, I know, painful to clients from that December until May kind of waiting for it. Yeah. But it gives them time to kind of build up their carts, and we have new parts that come out every single month.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it is what it is. It's fortunate enough that we do sales. A lot of people don't, and we do that because, again, we appreciate our customers.
And I was going to say, I feel like some of our stuff, like our Paragon branded stuff, some of it's marketed and priced pretty competitively when you compare it to other brands.
Correct. So we always try to do a fair market value. For example, like our front lips for the Z06 or wide body, our carbon flash front lip, I believe right now is $700 to $900. I'm going to throw that in there because I can't remember what it is. Yeah. And I believe the OEM GM one's like $2,500 or $3,000.
Yeah. So it's like a fraction of the price.
Correct. And then carbon fiber, especially when you're looking at it compared to OEM prices or even other manufacturers' parts that we offer or don't offer, it is generally going to be one of the least expensive things, especially for the fact that on orders right now over $100, you don't pay shipping.
Yeah. Yep. That's that's kind of the Paragon thing. Orders over $99, free shipping.
Yep. And the customer support that comes with it. So it's always interesting to me how many people rely on us for customer support. I mean, I had a guy just yesterday needed low dust brake pads on his track AP brake kit, which interesting to me. You want AP brakes and low dust pads.
Interesting combo.
Yeah, I think he had them on the car and now he's not tracking. Okay. But like he had not bought the pads from or not bought the AP kit from us or anything. But hey, we're here to give the support. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to tell you, well, you didn't buy it from us. Tough luck. Yeah. Yep. I just told him, I was like, I'm not familiar of any pads, and that's what it is, but I'm happy to help.
Yeah. So exactly.
Other places would just kind of tell you to kick sand.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of cool about here, I feel, and working here the last couple of years has been just the information and knowledge that everybody has, and just the willingness to kind of share that in video format and stuff like that has just been really cool. Because I think, like you've said before, that's kind of what we're here to. I mean, we make some cool parts, obviously, for these cars, but also just the knowledge that everyone here has built up and kind of share that and help the community.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're here to provide knowledge and information. That's it. The parts will sell themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell people here all the time, we sell unessential parts
Yeah.
to an unessential car.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that in any negative way, but like everything, you know, a Corvette is a luxury item. You don't need it necessarily. The parts that you're doing aftermarket, lips, exhaust, bumper conversions, intakes, pro chargers, again, it's a luxury. So we don't really have to sell the parts because it's a luxury item. We just want to provide as much information and knowledge so the customer can be better educated on making that purchase and feeling as though they're kind of getting what they're paying for.
Yeah.
And not getting something and being like, wow, that was a waste of money.
Yeah. Yep.
So the install videos, the new products videos, tech tip videos, podcast, stuff like this is just out here to show people like we're human. We're just here having a good time with a car that we enjoy and you obviously enjoy because you bought it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all we're here to do. So with that, we did do some more racing the last year in 25 than we have ever done. So I know there were some people that were impatient and couldn't wait for us to do it. And it was finally the right time for us to get into the track world of things. We've been at Road America with Dottie. We didn't do Road Atlanta. We did Mid Ohio.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the grid life schedule was, but we had some really good success.
I was gonna say there's a couple of them it was at. Saw.
Yeah, we at Road America, I mean, we were running JLTC and JLGT, and essentially Aaron came back and said, the GT series, I'm walking everybody.
Yep.
This isn't fun. It's not even competitive. We're going to pull out of GT and go to TC. The car's not going to be competitive. It's not the right size. It's not the right anything, but let's see what it does. And I think he was going to be happy for, you know, a top 5, yet alone top 10 finish. And we won.
Yeah. Yeah. I do remember that.
So that was really cool to be like, you know, yes, we could have easily taken GT home. I mean, Aaron was driving with one hand. Like that's how easy it was for him with zero competition.
Yep.
Because I think there's only 7 or 8 cars out there. But the TC class was way more competitive, and that allowed him to get into an environment that really pushed his driving ability and showed his skills, and then just truthfully how well the car did. And again, we won the one race, so we can't really complain about that.
And speaking of driving skills, you got to show off your driving skills. You did a track day at Putnam, right?
Yeah,
Just recently.
Yeah, so Jeremy and I went to Putnam. Aaron, the driver, owner of Winning Formula, he does what's known as a chili cook-off every year.
Yeah.
It's nothing official. Nobody's really timing themselves. We just go. I went for the chili, but we go to Putnam race track and just go out there for a good time. It's a lot of the Grid Life guys, a lot of his clients. It's kind of a customer appreciation day. And we were able to go out. So I went out with the E-Ray for the first time and kind of got what I consider a baseline. Yes, it's Pro Charge and I had the big wing on it, but I at least now have an idea of where it's standing and where we can improve. But I was fortunate enough to be able to put Dottie on track in the 340 horsepower format.
Yep.
And I was amazed.
Yeah. How was that?
Well, you know how it was because it's not to Rob. The Z06 is the best car ever made.
It's factual. That's my opinion.
It's debatable. So it's a great car. However, the track built Stingray that we have right now, and granted, we weren't on full power, didn't have a diffuser, didn't have canards, didn't have end plates, didn't have barge boards. There's a lot of things it doesn't have. So essentially, it was a Stingray with a front lip, a wing, brakes, tires, and the suspension.
Yeah.
Was the most fun I've ever had on track. And Jeremy referenced it like driving a Porsche GT3 RS on track. And that blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I would still think Porsche's a little bit better. That's kind of a track king. But the car, for what I was able to do, I mean, it did every single thing I wanted to and more. So really unique being able to be put in that position, be put in the driver's seat and just see what that does. And I know next year we would really like to do more of that and, you know, put you in the car and Pat in the car and Graham in the car and just kind of show what this car is. So when people do decide to track this car, because the whole vision of it is in the series that we're running in for WRL, which is upcoming, or Grid Life, the C8's going to be the best bang for the buck.
Yeah. Yep. I think any model you go with, any of
Any
the
of them.
C8 generation
Absolutely.
is best bang for your buck. And I think the Stingrays, especially with those prices coming down and the modifications like we've done, where you just do a few aero, maybe some power mods, obviously suspension and stuff like that. I mean, you're going to have a track monster for a fraction of the price that some of the other guys are spending out there on the grid.
Correct. And we're referencing Dottie to like the GT4s.
Okay.
And you're going to be, $180,000 to $220,000 into a Porsche GT4.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be half of that.
Yeah.
If not just over half in a Stingray. And if you go wreck it for, something happens, you can go get another one.
Yeah. They're not hard to find.
They're easy to acquire and they're affordable.
Yeah.
You'd blow an engine in a Stingray, it's not that expensive. You blow an engine or a trans in a Porsche, you're going to feel that. Yeah. So we believe that the C8 is going to be a large upcoming track car for these professional guys, and that's showing in the IMSA series.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's showing how good the Z06 is on track with compared to Porsches and Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all that. It's not a bad car. As Aaron said for the Z06, he doesn't care for the gearing ratio of it, but he's like, it's just the suspension. He does not like the suspension as a performance driver. So we have Öhlins for the Z06.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious when the day comes we have the opportunity to race a track-built Z06 versus a track-built Stingray, just how different they are.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun next year.
Well, and so speaking kind of racing in next year, I can see it through the window out there. Jorts is on a lift right now, currently being torn apart. I think we've maybe talked about it a little bit before. I know we posted about it today, but essentially that's being torn apart to duplicate Dottie, right? And become a, full gutted, like caged C8 Corvette race car, right?
Yeah. Sorry to burst your bubble. It's not getting a manual transmission. It's not happening. That is not coming to the C8 platform anytime soon. I will go to my grave about that on a production level thing. But yes, Jorts is essentially turning into another race car. So we will have 2 race cars. I don't want to name the second driver yet because I don't know if we've officially done that.
Yeah.
But I have a good idea who it is, and I'm very excited. He's got a lot of C8 track time, a lot of Porsche track time and stuff, and he's left Porsche to come to C8. And it'll be interesting to have multiple cars out on track, either at the same time or just in different series, showing off different parts or similar parts at different power levels. It'll be really, really cool to see, again, just having our name out there in this platform between Grid Life, WRL, random track days, and really see where we're going. Varus is coming out with wide body stuff. I know
I'm excited.
You're pretty excited about that. So I showed you the diffuser after Putnam.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's Rob does this thing where he looks at it and I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I'll just have to see it. If a blemished one
falls off a truck or something.
falls off a truck, ends up missing. Don't look at my car. So
yeah, their diffuser that you showed me looks pretty cool. I know they came out with the dual canards for the wide bodies. We just did that on new products not long ago, and that was pretty cool. So it's cool to see them start to doing like wide body stuff, for the Z06 and E-Ray and stuff like that. And you've got some track stuff on yours, right? You've got the Varus wing on there now, diffuser.
Varus wing, diffuser, and that's it. They haven't released the barge boards yet. They haven't released the front air dam and splitter yet.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'll be excited to see how they shape that. 'Cause the shape of it on the Stingray with like the carbon fiber up there is just so cool. So I can't wait to see what they do with the Z06. But yeah, just seeing all the aero and parts coming out with these cars, and especially us getting, now having 2 race cars here.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
May have another one in the works
coming soon. But at least 2. Just racing around is pretty cool. I feel like this has been in the works for a while. It felt like for a while all we were doing was just, the carbon fiber, and cosmetic pieces, and now we're finally putting the performance in Paragon Performance.
Correct. Yeah, the carbon fiber stuff, the accessories, the C8 rally driver, all the interior bits, like that's all unique and it's fun and it's affordable for somebody to really customize their car and make it themselves. That will never go to the track. But that's not our passion. Yeah. So we did. You can even see it in your customer car spotlights. You go to do one, that's our very traditional OEM Plus build, and then you do like a Cliff build. Yeah, and it's just
full. Yeah,
it's so much more exciting because it's stuff we don't get to see every day, and it's what all of us are super passionate about. So we appreciate the street cars. I mean, yours and I's are a little aggressively street cars.
Yeah, they're like a mix, you know.
Yeah.
It's a
We're not
healthy
full
mix.
track built yet.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to see these more performance modifications rather than the cosmetic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're December now. We know that March and April are going to be around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm going to Ron Fellows in March again.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. So I'm doing level 1 with Michael Sorby.
Okay, yeah.
I wanted to do level 2. It just didn't really work out with schedule. So we're going to do level 1 in the Stingrays.
Yeah.
And it's kind of up for debate right now if we as a vendor are going to go to NCM Bash.
Okay.
So last year, you and I went. We've gone the last 3 or 4 years.
I gotta say, yeah.
We had Pat, our engineer, was at Bash with us this year for the first time.
Yep.
But it just felt different.
Yeah.
What was your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, all the events are obviously fun, getting to see people. I just I don't know. It was like you said, it was interesting. Obviously we had some rain. I feel like we have rain every year. At least this year we had a cool tent to hide under.
It was awesome.
I remember the first year, we had those little 10 by 10 tents.
Yeah, we've been growing.
We had that thing like cranked down all the lowest it would go. We're hunkered by the tables in these little fold lawn chairs just soaking wet. And then
mind you, that was the first year we did Bash. And so Bash is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Rob and I left.
Did we leave Tuesday?
We left Wednesday after work.
Yes,
so we left
that's right.
So we left at 5 p.m. It's a 10.5-hour drive.
Oh, gosh.
So we get in at like 2 or 3 a.m. The event starts at 8 or 9 a.m. So we sleep for several hours. We go and set up. And Thursday's a super chill day. It's really not that active. We set up 2 tents. I&D came with us.
Yes.
So Anthony then drove overnight from Chicago, helped us set up, brought us the floor and everything.
Yeah.
Then on the few hours of sleep, we were up until midnight.
Yeah,
because
that's right.
we were going out. We did the content on the parking garage.
Yes, yeah.
And their Capitol. And then we went to bed and woke up at 7 a.m. the next day and right back at it. And then Saturday after the event was done at like 3 or 4, we turned around and drove home.
That's right. We did leave immediately that day. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, that was a memorable first trip. I think that was one of the first few trips you and I kind of took together, right? For like events and stuff like that.
It was a big turning point, I would say.
Yeah.
We had 10.5 hours to talk.
Yeah, that was a good time. And and now look at us doing all kinds of events and stuff like that. But yeah, I agree. I felt like this year's NCM Bash was different, you know. I think like you said in the past before, it was kind of weird. All they released was 2 colors of the new 26 model, and just had these 2 little things. Like, why wouldn't they release the new 26 interior with that? I felt was weird. Like, there was just no big reveal, or it just felt like just a get together of Corvettes.
Everybody knew the new interior was coming.
Yeah,
everybody knew it. It had already been leaked.
Yeah.
So why not just have it out there for people to see that took their time out of their lives to come to this event?
Yeah.
The ZR1s were out. They
had tons. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just rows and rows of the like Skittles almost. Just ZR1s, the ZTK packages on them, and I mean, why would you not have?
Why would you not bring?
26?
Why would you not bring the 26 ZR1 versus 25 ZR1? That way, from a customer who's ordering, they could look at it side by side and decide, yes, I love this, or no, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just a missed opportunity. I definitely felt as though they knew they were going to be asked about it, and they were very corporate-like with their responses on things, and not that they weren't listening to the clients, but it just felt as though they didn't really care. And I think that's just a shift that GM's doing, where you look at different events they're showing up to, and they're doing a lot more auto shows.
Yeah.
They're doing, what's that one in California?
Oh yeah. I just saw it.
Well, they had the one they just did, and then what's the other big one where they release that concept car?
I think it's Monterey, right? Monterey Car Week.
Right?
Yeah. Isn't that the, I think so. I think that's
so,
the event they released it at, maybe.
Yeah.
Those two concept ones. Yeah. Those things are sick.
Which I get why they're doing it at that event. You know, they're targeting that premium audience. I mean, I see videos, I think it was Eddie X's video where he was driving. He's like, let's count how much money in cars we see in the next minute.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 2 million, 3 million, 5 million,
Yeah.
100,000, 700,000. It was just insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
What type of cars are out there for that?
It's just like a higher clientele, which I mean, I guess that's what the Corvette is kind of aimed to, compete with, is like those hyper cars. And I mean, some of them, what the ZR1X, 1250 horsepower, literally 1200 horsepower. Like, I mean, yeah, you're in hypercar territory at that point. Now, I'm not going to say it's a supercar or a hypercar.
No,
but,
it is.
You
You can say it.
I'll let you do that.
All the haters out there that say the ZR1 and ZR1X is not a super or hypercar, I always say, what defines it? And they essentially come back with, well, it's a Corvette.
Yeah.
That's their defense. And I did see one guy, he's like, if you know how to open the door, it's not a supercar. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Or if you have to, pull up on drive or push a button to put in drive, it's not a supercar.
Oh yeah.
Like Lamborghini, you got to
you pull the paddle. Yeah.
So, but by definition, if you were to take the specs on the ZR1 and or X and put a Lamborghini badge on it, a Ferrari, McLaren, Pagani, Koenigsegg, it would be a hypercar.
Yep.
But because it has a Corvette flag on it, people are butthurt.
It's just a Chevy.
It's just a Chevy. And look at the ring times. It's beating cars that are 2, 3, 4 times the cost.
Oh yeah.
As a Chevy.
Yeah, because what was at NCM Bash when we went in for their presentation, I think they were comparing it to the Mercedes like AMG One, which is like millions and millions of dollars, for this
ridiculous car.
Yeah,
unobtainable car.
A $200,000 Corvette is competing with that is insane.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I agree with you that if you took the badges off, horsepower numbers, track times, and everything like that, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a supercar, that's a hypercar right there. But it's the stigma around the Corvette flag. Yeah, so it's it's one of those fun debates online, but
always it'll never end.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, with that, not sure if we're gonna go to Bash or if it's just gonna be us showing up for maybe we leave Wednesday and we hang out Thursday, come back Friday, because Saturday is kind of always a bust.
Yeah.
But maybe not even have a tent or anything. Like usually, we go to hang out with Steven and Michael and Conti and them, but it just was a really weird feeling last year.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure any official Corvette events next year will happen at all.
Yeah.
And just focus on more track stuff, because that's what our passions are.
Yep. I agree. I think, while being at some of these shows was fun, I mean, we can only bring so much. And it was like last year I felt like we had a pretty good thing. I mean, we had like different stuff on display and some of the like little smaller items, caps, key fob covers and stuff like that. And then, we have people like, oh, well, do you have, I don't know, like front lips? And I'm like, no, we didn't bring a semi with us full of the parts.
Yeah, they want us to install, and respectfully, I understand why people want us to do that.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a nightmare.
Oh, exactly.
I would never offer installs at an event.
No,
because
it's just the risk and the factors that play into it. Like you said,
the lifts at Carlisle 2 years ago, they snapped.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah. Yep.
But the big thing that we took from the NCM Bash was all the ZR1s and the Skittles rows of them. And we have some ZR1 parts coming up.
That's right. Yeah, we've had a handful in the shop now. We had obviously when Michael and Steven were on back a while ago, we had their 2 ZR1s, and we just had 2 in the last month or 2? Yeah, we had Jordan
and Andrews. We've had 3 white ones. So if somebody could please bring us a non-white ZR1, that'd be great.
Please bring one with some color, like a green one. Awesome.
Yeah, at least Steven, thank you for being purple.
Yeah, it was nice to see something.
I'll take a torch red one at this point.
Honestly, any color in the shop is gladly welcomed.
We went talk about when we went down to Florida.
Yeah, we were just doing ZR1 stuff with Wheeler. Yep. Yeah, he was a super cool guy, super awesome, nice, down to earth guy. Yeah, he got his was VIN number 5 or something like that.
Super early.
I could say it's super low VIN number.
We haven't posted any of that content yet, but essentially we went down to Florida to do Eventuri testing.
Yep.
Luckily with Steven and Michael, we were able to get a jump start on the development of that, verifying the Z06 intake that is developed by Eventuri is not the same from ZR1 to Z06. And then developing some inlet pipes, essentially.
Yep.
Which was kind of nice because we weren't in our own state. We weren't in our own house. We weren't on our own dyno.
I loved the weather.
I know
It
you
was
love the weather. It was
fantastic.
terrible.
It was awesome, man.
It was
I love
terrible.
warm weather.
I think
love
it was
warm weather.
what, 90% humidity.
It was, oh yeah. But I mean, it was so nice. I would take that over. I'm looking at snow right now through the glass window out our front of this building.
That is fantastic.
I hate the snow. I hate the cold. I was so happy down in Florida doing that ZR1 testing, and I think we were all happy with the results.
Oh my gosh.
I know we can't give away too much, but it's what you're expecting. It's
The Z06 was amazing. When we did the results, and I can't emphasize this enough. We didn't believe it.
No,
and we're sitting there watching it live, and we're like 44 or 42 horse and 44 pound-feet of torque in the mid range, and then that like 18-ish, I think, peak. We're like, no, something's wrong.
Run it again.
Yeah, not happening.
Something happened. Yeah,
and we ran it again and again and again. And I still didn't believe it.
Yeah.
So I got a second car. And then I still didn't believe it. And I got a third car.
Yeah.
We
had to keep verifying.
Three different cars. And we knew the numbers back in September.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't release the numbers until January.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to be sure. We tested 3 cars, 3 different days, same dyno. We shipped the intake down to Florida, had Matt do it.
Yes, yeah.
He had the same numbers.
Just verifying. And that's another cool thing kind of here is how much we like verify. And I think we obviously did content with it too. Like, we did intake testing on the Z06 and versus another brand and, kind of proved that it had those power gains that, are insane.
Yeah, because everybody's going to judge it and say, oh, you can't get those numbers. It's like, well, the car is on the dyno.
Mm-hmm.
We baselined it. We took the part off. We put the new part on. We ran it again. How do we fake that?
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people think like, oh, it's a company, so they're gonna say whatever they need to do to get the sale. Like they're gonna tell you, yeah, this gives your car, 40 something horsepower. Like, that it doesn't actually do that. But in the case of the Eventuri, like it was insane because it actually did. And I don't know, that Eventuri intake, those guys over at Eventuri, they are insane. Bilal and Imran, y'all are crazy.
Bilal knows a thing or two.
Yeah.
But could you get me like a wet napkin? I don't know what else I can.
Ethan, put that in.
So going down to Florida with somebody else's car, somebody else's dyno, not ideal weather conditions.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing the numbers we did, and Michael technician, Pat engineer, Rob Meady, and myself were all down there with Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And when we tested from the intake to the intake and the inlet, and we're like, kind of had a relapse of the Z06. We're like, no effing way.
Yeah.
There is no way that it's doing this. Like, if you ever see that guy on social media, what? No way. I had one of those moments. And I wish we could tell you the numbers, but like the Z06, we can't. I do have another individual in Atlanta who's getting a pre-production 3D printed kit.
Mm-hmm.
There's currently one being ran in South Carolina. We'll have the one in Atlanta run. He's going to do a hub dyno for us.
Oh, that'll be cool.
And then we'll ideally get another car in here that has 500 miles that we can verify again before we release this. But hopefully that'll be out Q1. I know in January we're planning to release a lot of ZR1 stuff, lowering springs.
I was going to say, I know we have a lot of ZR1 stuff like in the works. You know, the handful that have come in here, they've all been torn apart and kind of test fitting and prototypes. Sorry to interrupt, but what were you going to say? What were some of those parts?
So lowering springs for ZTK, non-ZTK, it's going to be the same spring, fortunately.
Okay.
Rear wheel spacers, because the wheel spacers for wide body and narrow body are different than ZR1 because they changed it to 5x130 bolt pattern.
Okay.
So we had to come out with a different wheel spacer.
Yep. That's right. I do remember that because we were talking to Wheeler and he got E5 wheels on his and he was saying that they would not, like Z06 and ZR1 wheels, they do not work. Like the fronts will work, but the rear is obviously a different setup. So we have to have a different rear spacer for the ZR1s, which obviously we're working on and releasing sometime soon, I guess.
Hopefully the pre-order should be in January.
Okay. All right.
So we'll see about that. But those are kind of the 3 big upcoming things for ZR1: intake, lowering, and wheel spacers.
Okay.
Scrape armor still doing grill guards. I haven't heard what the ETA is yet.
Yeah.
They also, somebody verified that they're working on parts for the Grand Sport.
Can't put that in.
I can.
Why?
The only other exciting thing is one of our vendors did verify they're making parts for the Grand Sport. So that is going to come eventually. That's all I can say.
Speaking of ZR1s, I just remembered probably one product I think we are starting pre-orders on. I think we released it in one of the new products here recently that will work on the ZR1s is the wide body light bezels, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the wide body light bezels will work for ZR1, E-Ray, and Z06. That was one of our most popular and sought after products for the narrow body.
Yeah.
So now we have it for the wide body. Totally different design, way thinner.
Oh, it looks so cool.
It looks OE, like you can't even tell it's there. It has more functionality. It will have the opportunity to be amber DRL or white DRL, startup sequence, everything. So it's cool that that's going to work for ZR1.
Yeah, a lot of customization because I mean you've got obviously the prototypes on your E-Ray, and a few times I've seen you driving at night, and it looks so cool because I mean the C8 headlights by themselves are just so menacing with kind of those DRLs there, but when you have the like bars that almost like form fitted to the bumper, it looks so cool driving at night with the turn signals on, and it's such a cool. I'm so excited to actually like finally have stock of these and be able to get these out to people and see them like put them on their car. It's like the light bars for the Stingray when we were coming out with those, like all the hype and everything around those. It's like that all over again. And yeah, it's cool. It works for the ZR1, which there's actually a surprising amount of ZR1s out there I've seen.
They're pumping them out.
Like I've seen a couple like dealers have them, and they're not crazy over MSRP either. Like, I mean, obviously for a while you had, the ones that were 100, 200K over, and it's like now I've seen a couple I think the other day on Facebook, and it was only like $250,000 to $300,000, and I'm like,
they were 500 a couple months ago.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's not bad. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, $250,000 for a car, but it's like just the sticker price compared to their markup has significantly come down. So it's nice to see them kind of combating that and just trying to pump them out as quick as possible. So it'll be exciting. So let us know if you were lucky enough to get a ZR1. If so, I'm jealous. I want a
ZR1X one day.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That's the things we work towards, right?
Yeah. Z06X, I would be content with.
They're not ever going to do that.
They
are not ever going to.
They
do
need
that.
to make a Z06X
as it sits is just.
You know what a Z06X would be? Extravagant.
All right, and with that, I think that is going to do it for this episode of the Paragon Performance Podcast. Korey, thanks for taking the time out of your workday to come spend some time yapping into a microphone with me. This was always fun.
Happy to do it. We'll do it more often. We promise for 26.
Yeah. We'll try to crank them out, which we're trying to find. We've had kind of a decent amount. We had Patrick, the engineer, on here. We had yourself on. I think that was like our first one.
The man, the myth, the legend.
We had the
Rick
man,
Conti,
the myth, the legend, the original Rick Corvette Conti. We had Michael and Steven. We had Jeremy and Graham, the owners. And I think that's all of them, right? We've only done maybe like 4 or 5, I think. So this will make one of them. Yeah. So.
And who do you want to see next? We have our detailer Jeff at Swirl Free. He does all the C8s for us. PPF, ceramic coating. He's the Eventuri of detailing.
Oh, he's a legend for detailing. I mean, some of the Modesta, man, the Modesta coating he puts on those things. Whew.
Yeah, man. He is the only one certified in Iowa to use Modesta coating, if that tells you anything.
That's crazy.
So we can get Jeff in here. We have our technicians in here. So if you want a more technical podcast.
Oh, that with Alex on here?
Oh man, it might be 3 hours.
That would be a very long podcast. You can pick Alex's brain forever. That man is so knowledgeable.
We could bring Michael or David from a customer service side of things. So you let us know in the comments, who do you want to see in the next video, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, thank you, Korey, for being here. And thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to let us know by leaving a like down below, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'm Rob.
I'm
This
Korey.
is Korey from Paragon. And we will see you guys, hopefully, sometime soon in the next Paragon Performance Podcast. Thanks for watching, guys.